Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Osiris and Phoebe, and today I wanted to give you guys the first impressions and my thoughts on Eric Killmonger with his uniform. And believe me, if you're going to get this character to tier 2, you should get his uniform as well, because without the uniform, this character is nothing. With the uniform, you get a couple of iframes and the other stuff. Mainly it's because of the iframe, his survivability is improved, but I like the fourth skill animation in the character without the uniform. It's much cooler than the animation that you get with this uniform. But yes, if you want to get a damage output or you want to get survivability from this character as a paywall character, you should get his uniform. And other than that, yes, his uniform at mythic level will give you access to a CTP of energy from Black Panther's Extreme Quest, and you need to buy the Black Panther uniform for that. But in my opinion, this is fine, because when CTPs and the gambling characters were introduced, people were like, yeah, we want a definite amount of cost, a definite amount of crystals or currency that we will spend and we will get something or the another. That's what Netmarble did. They gave you an opinion, they give you a choice to buy this uniform, to get this uniform to mythic level. I know it will require either tickets that you might have saved in your inventory, and if you haven't, you would require 2 bio subscriptions to get this uniform from normal to mythic. I think 2 bio subscriptions are enough to get the uniform from normal to mythic level, and yeah, that's costly. In India it's 590 for a bio subscription, so it's more than 1000 to get this character's uniform to mythic level. But that's fine, because you are guaranteed to get a CTP of energy, which even after spending tons of crystal you're not guaranteed to get. So in my opinion, that's not a low blow, it's completely fine. Some of you might disagree, some of you will agree. Now it's my perception, my thoughts, you can have your own opinion. Now moving on to the character, this character with the uniform is really awesome. I did plenty of Shadowland floors and they all were pretty simple. I was not even scared to die with this character because I know the iframes would save me, and yes, they did. So let's talk about the stuff that you're getting with this character and what is the skill rotation I would prefer you to follow. Though when I was playing the Shadowline, I didn't follow any skill rotation. I was just tapping buttons to get into iframe and to get damage to the enemy character. Now, his leadership is pretty good for Alliance Conquest, I would say, because yeah, I fought Eric Killmonger that was so damn powerful that one shot it killed my Apocalypse. And believe me, killing Apocalypse in Alliance Conquest is a big deal. Not many characters can do that, but this guy, who is not even a native tier 2, one shot killed him. And the team was pretty dope as well. My team was consisting of Apocalypse, Quicksilver, and any other character. I don't remember the third one. But yeah, these 2 characters were insane and this guy killed him. So if you get a decent build and you know what to do with this character, you can get the same damage output. So his leadership, as I said, is pretty good for Alliance Conquest, because it will help you survive more against characters who have physical attack. And his 4-star passive is good as well, because it decreases all damage received by 55%, and that's a good amount of cut that you're receiving from the damage. So that's really good for scenarios in which you don't have control over your tune. So this character is definitely a good character as a support character as well in Shadowlands, if you don't want to take him as the main character. But yeah, if you have him at tier 2, you have his uniform, do believe me, you will have a lot of fun with this guy in Shadowlands. I did, and you will see that once I upload this video. And his tier 2 passive is damn amazing, because when he has his tier 2 passive, you will get 45% of damage increase to supervillain types, and increases skill damage and bonus damage by 20% and 15% respectively, and the super armor and all defense increase. So the attack value increase to superhero type is really good. The increased skill damage and bonus damage is fine, you get it with most of the characters in the game nowadays. And the super armor is really important, because it will help you from getting guard broken, and that's really amazing with this guy, because he has a lot of iframe. Well, imagine if you cannot break his skill animation, you cannot hit him. So the super armor effect, in my opinion, is really good for this guy. Now skill number 1, is a skill. It is not an iframe, so whenever you're casting this skill, you need something else for protection. This guy does not have any guard, so you need to use the stuns in the other skill to guard yourself while you're casting this skill, because this skill will decrease the defense of the enemy character by 500 for 5 seconds, and that's really good if you want to have a tinge of more damage to the enemy character. And believe me, this skill really helps you get that tinge. Skill number 2 is, I think, an iframe, and it is the buffing skill as well. Right now, I don't know whether it's for level 6 of this skill or not, because I don't have Eric Killmonger. The recording was from a friend's account. Really thank you, Thor, though you haven't told me your real name yet. So Thor is your name that I know. You should tell me your real name, man. So yeah, it was his Eric Killmonger, and the Killmonger was damn amazingly built. He had he had maxed out attack speed, ignore defense, critical damage, a good amount of attack value, and maxed out skill cooldown. So playing with his Eric Killmonger was a delight to me. Skill number 3 has 2 seconds of stun, and it has the all speed buff as well. So if you are lacking all speed on your Eric Killmonger, or you're not able to get the max value of the attack speed, then you can cast this skill. But yeah, he is a character who is having a lot of iframe, so lower the amount of attack speed on Eric Killmonger. It will give you more survivability because the iframe will take longer to animate. So you should try to get a decent amount of attack speed, which is not less nor nearly equal to max out, so that you can get more survivability from this guy. Now skill number 4 is really a good skill because it has a 20% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immunity for 6 seconds. And I think this is an iframe as well. So this penetration really helps you to kill the character in timeline battle, though I haven't tested him in timeline battle, so I don't know whether he is good or not. But yeah, you can use this skill because it has a 20% chance, so you can pierce through the character's immunity and you can deal damage to that character. And the last skill, which is the 5th skill, it has a bleed effect, and yeah, this is a total iframe. After a couple of seconds you press this skill, because the first attack that Eric Killmonger performed is not an iframe, but other than that every hit is an iframe. So yeah, this character is really awesome in Shadowland. Now we'll go to the skill rotation, and believe me, I didn't follow it, but yeah, you should follow it because you can get a ton amount of damage from this guy when you follow a perfect skill rotation, because he won't die. He's always an iframe. So I would suggest you to start the game with skill number 3 because it is an instant iframe, and at the end of the iframe you're getting 2 seconds of stun. So skill number 3 looks like this. As you can see, it is an iframe for the entire duration, and you're getting bleed damage as well, along with the 2 seconds of stun. So when you're done with skill number 3, you should go with skill number 1, because skill number 1 is not an iframe, nor you're having any guard, but it will decrease the defense of the enemy character by 500%. So let the third skill animate for the entire duration, then switch to 5. Then you should go with skill number 2 because it is a total iframe and it is the self-buffing skill as well. And do remember, when you're casting skill number 2, you need to let this skill animate for the entire duration to get the buff effect, because the buff is applied at the end of the skill. As you can see, at the end hit, I'm getting the buff for 6 seconds, and it is right now 10% of all attack increase. While I was playing, I was not knowing about the self buff skill, so I don't know whether I pressed it or not. But yeah, now I realize I should have done that. If I haven't done that, because it's really a good skill. Then after completing skill number 2, you should move on with skill number 4. And you should let skill number 4 animate for the entire duration if you can, because at the end of this skill, it is not an iframe, but you're getting extra amounts of hits from that sliced piece of land and the lightning coming from there. It will give you an extra tinge of damage. So do take into consideration while casting this skill. At the end of the skill, you might take hits, so be sure that the enemy is stunned or you can cast this skill, because at the end of the skill it will bind the characters as well. As you can see, they were continuously taking hit, they were binded by the skill, so they won't perform any attack on you. Then at the end of this skill, you can go with skill number 5. Skill number 5 for the first hit is not an iframe, but then for the entire duration it is an iframe, something similar to Wolverine. But yeah, this is a lot more smoother than the Wolverine skill, and by smoother I mean this does not lag on my phone. And yeah, that's the whole skill rotation on this guy. You will see I didn't follow the skill rotation because that was my testing. I was just in different iframes so that I can guard myself, but still I was able to get one shot clear in most of the flows. Now you'll watch that, and if you enjoy the content, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and do let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts about Eric Killmonger. Have a nice day, guys.
We just go no, 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 no. No, we can't come close, come close. Got it for the low, 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 low. Waited for the 6, but it's going slow-mo. Yeah, don't go, don't go. I just can't come close, come close. I'm looking for the local, local. No, I don't wanna postpone, postpone. Yeah, whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it. Going all in and I won't stop winning. Whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it. Let it all go and I won't stop winning. No, I don't wanna hear about your front. Lot of bad stories coming out of one joint. I met a true bookie in the state of my mind. Now I know a lot of rookies coming over for the title, but I don't wanna fight. I just roll the dice. Do it for the money, yeah, do it for the price. Take it like a man, no, I don't take advice. Putting money on the table like a Russian with the spice. We just go no, 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 no. You just can't come close, come close. Got it for the low, 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 low. Waited for the 6, but it's going slow-mo. Yeah, don't go, don't go. You just can't come close, come close. I'm looking for the local, local. No, I don't wanna postpone, postpone. Yeah, whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it. Going all in and I won't stop winning. Whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it. Let it all go and I won't stop winning. No, 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 no. No, it can't come close, come close. Got it for the low, 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 low. Waited for the 6, but it's going slow-mo. Yeah, don't go, don't go. I just can't come close, come close. I'm looking for the local, local. No, I don't wanna postpone, postpone. Yeah, press, roll, pick up the goal. Taking no loss in my city, no more, no stress. Go, pick up the flow. Paying no dues in my city no more. I got plenty more to say about the topic, the way I profit. I just went into the store and then I bought it. Yeah, you know, got it for the very low. All them new additions I've been putting on the payroll. All this, I get emotional just thinking about it. Last week I won the poker with my drinking buddies. All this money coming in and yeah, of course the limo ride. And I just hope to keep my focus how I live about it. No, 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 it can't come close, come close. Got it for the low, 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 low. Waited for the 6, but it's going slow-mo. Yeah. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. You can't come close, oh, no, no, no. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Look, up in the sky.
Yeah, Ron DC mode versus make a wish for a purpose. Purpose to practice the rap until I emerge perfect. Flawless victory psychic. Kick like bicycle circus. Flow can't I do my thinking. Dang it, lang till it's purple. Alcohol on my circus. City slipping like jerkers. Rubbing for moisture murder. Checkers are right as burgers. Diction infectious with less spit. Ammonia type bullet tips. Put in and clean your mind. Glitch deja vu when I'm not. Nah, did you see me? I'm like a genie. Your mind is subconscious. Defeated on your memory. Rip your lyrical line. Rich chicks, medical bomb rips. That's the remedy from the brainwash of 40. Gets more to recorded Soviet. Spirit in the fist like scorpion. Perforating my words on the paper while I'm inserting shit. And get the murderer tab. Remove a verb bit. Pushing letters to space brawler who getting silver shift. My caps locking down with these raps. Dr. Keku said around. Praying for none of that. It's a super rap. How you know when you like that? Super rap. How the hell it right there? Super rap. Notice that my niggas go down. Say it with me. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, dun, dun. Super rap. Can it get his mic back? Super rap. I don't even wanna fight back. Super rap. This is how my go on. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. So here I am. I never did a remix. To you this is a prefix. Cause see I never leaked it. Now you leeching funky. Your review just keep it. Cause I will never peep it. Like time I bum my beeping. Geeking like a brother chief. And season tossing I be seeping. Morning, noon into the evening. Even maybe while you dreaming. I be showing my lights increasing. Busting function for no reason. Girl be sweating out her weaving. I be speaking. Never wheezing. Flicking, picking. Now I'm teasing. Scratching. Like I'm feeding. By the high like I be beaming. Earth from fire. This the reason. With the ninja like he's steaming. Catch me streaming on SoundCloud. But when they go down, they go in an extra mile. Like I'm like a proud man. This water be James Brown. Say it louder than kneel it down. Kick me now that I trip it round. Ninjas copy paste my style. But I can't do it like me though. Before way go like Cheeto. I say shade to get Cheeto. Going in like every free throw. Super rap. How you know it like that? Super rap. How the hell it right there? Super rap. Notice that my go on. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Super rap. Can it get his mic back? Super rap. I don't even wanna fight back. Super rap. Notice that go on. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Say it with me. Dun da da dun da da dun dun. Super rap. Super rap. Super rap. Super rap. Super rap. Super rap. Say it with me. Super. Say it with me. Say it with me. Super.
Yeah. Ooh, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Telly. Yeah, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why don't you see? Tryna call you Telly. Yeah. People act like they know me, but you don't really know me. I've been out here on my own. I've been grinding all alone. Yeah, get up after 9. We can pour out the wine. I got cash on my mind. Yeah, I don't really mind, and I don't have the time. Every day I go out, every day a new route that you know nothing about, nah. Why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Telly. Yeah, why always me? Steady on my grind, I've been keeping me on leash. Why nobody see that I'm like Balotelli? Tryna get up on myself and nobody gon' help me. No, yeah. I don't wanna be alone no more. Lately I've been hanging in my condo dorm. You've been hating on me for too long though. I'm just tryna get up on Ballon d'Or. Why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Telly. Yeah, why always me? Ooh, like I'm Balotelli. Ooh, why don't you see? Ooh, tryna call you Telly. Yeah.
You're calling, I'm falling.